Governor Riley makes a surprise visit to Cullman. One local official is asking legislators for help, and the falls are rumbling for the first time in nearly a year. We'll tell you what this means for the area's water supply coming up. Governor Bob Riley visited several locations in Cullman Thursday, which could potentially become the site of a multi-million-dollar robotics training center. Riley and others toured sites at the Cullman Industrial Park and on campus at Wallace State Community College in Hansville.
It's something that we need to do as quickly as we can. We've been talking about this now for almost a year. So as soon as we possibly can, we're going to try to make a decision so we can at least start doing some preliminary planning. I hope that we can break ground somewhere this year.
The governor's office announced the intent to build a center last fall near either Wallace State or Calhoun Community College in Decatur. Both areas have been competing to receive the project. Riley said he hopes to announce the site for the project soon and break ground on it within the year. A routine traffic stop turned into a potential meth bust Saturday. A Cullman County deputy arrested 43-year-old Terry Wayne Swan of Bremen after he pulled the man over for failing to signal when making a turn. When Swan was stopped, the deputy noticed items used to make methamphetamine, including 76 pseudoephedrine pills and ground pseudoephedrine. Swan was arrested for manufacturing of a controlled substance and remains in custody at the Cullman County Detention Center on a $20,000 bond. A 77-year-old Eva woman was airlifted to Huntsville after a crash this morning. The accident happened at 11:10 on County Road 55 at the I-65 interchange. Alabama State Troopers said Veda Smith was wearing a seatbelt when her Buick collided with an 18-wheeler. The driver of the 18-wheeler was not injured. Sheriff's deputies extradited a Cullman man back to the county Friday after he escaped to Georgia following a grand jury indictment for several sex crimes. 29-year-old Jody Boyd Fowler was indicted in Cullman County January 14th for first-degree rape, 2 counts of sexual abuse, and 2 counts of sodomy of 2 female victims under the age of 13. Fowler is being held on a $40,000 bond at the Cullman County Detention Center. We'll be back with more news in just a moment.
Athletes don't like to be sidelined. When an injury occurs, there's sports first. Here you'll find a different kind of rehab program, one that is specific to your sport, with trainers who are athletes themselves and who lead you through your rehab program.
Sports first. We'll get you back in the game.
The Alabama Department of Environmental Management issued a $25,000 fine to the Hansville Water and Sewer Board for several unpermitted discharges from the city's wastewater treatment plant. Board co-manager Sally Alexander said the board has asked to make 12 monthly payments from its general fund of just over $2,000 each to cover the fine. The last unpermitted discharge from the plant was January 17th. It's almost been a year without even a trickle down the Lake Katoma spillway, but now the falls are rumbling. Lake Katoma reached full pull last weekend, and to celebrate, city officials have lifted all water restrictions off customers. However, Cullman Mayor Donald Green said he hopes residents have learned a valuable lesson and will continue to conserve water. Cullman County Coroner Gary Murphy is asking state legislators for help funding a deputy coroner. Murphy had asked the county for $2,000 in this year's budget to help pay for an assistant, but his request was denied. Now, Murphy said Senator Zeb Little and other legislators have drafted a bill requiring the county to increase Murphy's salary by $6,000 in order for him to pay for an assistant. Last year, the Cullman County Commission approved Murphy a $3,300 pay increase, but the bill did not make it through legislation in time. Cullman County Commission Chairman Wiley Kitchen said he understands Murphy's request, but does not support the new bill, which nearly doubles the amount Commission had asked legislators for last year. Murphy said he believes the bill should pass both houses of legislature soon. That's it for this week's update. Be sure to check CullmanTimes.com for the latest in breaking news and sports.